Welcome back, Hobbits. In this one we're going to look at Army Painter's speed paint, but I'm not alone in this one. My 7-year-old daughter is going to be helping me and giving me her thoughts on this wondrous new paint. Before we get to that though, I was inspired by a fellow YouTube sensation, you may know him, link in the description, who I have liberated this idea from. Some chaps over at Eons of Battle. The paint itself out of the pot looks like any other colour. Well, any other colour than the one it's supposed to look like. Each pot comes with an agitator, or a little ball inside, so it needs a good vigorous shake to mix up the pigment. It doesn't dry like the label on the bottles themselves, so I had primed the lids of the bottles with white primer, and I'm going to paint the lids with each colour. This will help me, and especially my daughter, later on. So today we're going to paint our characters
from here.
Dragons.
I'm painting that one.
But first we need to prime them, don't we?
Yes. Wait, are we priming it with this?
We'll prime it with that, yeah.
How do you prime it with this?
Well, I'll show you. Oops.
Yeah, mine always goes like that.
That went a bit wrong, didn't it? So mix up stuff down first. Really, Mum doesn't need this box, so I'm going to be in big trouble, aren't I?
Oh yeah, we don't even know whose box it is. So Phil's just told me to tell him about the colour, and the reason why this is right next to me, because I'm trying to get the colours right, but the colours that I chose, so I chose that one to try and match the skin here. I chose the blue to try and get that bit, and I chose the black for her, obviously, and so the skin colour one is called Fire Giant Orange. The blue one is called Magic Blue, and the black one is called Grim Black. And if you can kind of see that there are 3 different colours because the speed paint. And we've never used these before, so they're brand new and they really need shaking up.
This is a medium, so this isn't actually colour at all. This is a special medium mixer, clear, that you add to them to make them slightly less coloured, to make them paler.
So that will be a bit whitish.
A bit more grey.
So would that be a bit whitish?
It'll go greyer, and that will go a paler blue, that will go a paler skin colour.
Oh! So the reason why they're called speed paint is because they dry and they do 3 different colours. So if you look at my magic blue, it's got 3 different colours. You can kind of see that colour, and that colour. So light blue, dark blue, and a slightly lighter blue than darker blue. As Phil told us, this will actually, so it's not really a paint, it's just something that will make the paint paler.
I had a real light bulb moment after my daughter was born about the hobby and life generally. It involves time. Today I'm going to share it with you, while we watch my daughter paint some minis. We, as miniature wargamers, spend more time on hobby than actual gaming. Well, the guys in my gaming club do, and I certainly do as well, and that got me thinking. FYI for any muddles, that's a muggle to the wargaming world, this, when I say hobby, we mean the actual building and painting of our models and terrain. A very big part of the hobby, to be fair. Time is a precious commodity. Firstly, unless you have any other plans that defy nature itself, time is limited, which adds value. Secondly, businesses spend millions trying to convince us to spend time with them or on their products or services via adverts, marketing, promotion and offers. Again, this adds value to your time. Your time is worth a lot, guys, so why would a reasonable person ever waste it? Like I said before, We as wargamers spend a fair amount of time on the hobby side. We assemble models, make terrain and paint. Oh, we do like a good paint, don't we? Playing the game and the social getting together is the real draw for me, to be fair, but I bet a lot of you are the same. That's the end result. That's the achievement. That's the achievement for investing your valuable time. The more time you spend, i.e. the more time you invest, the better the end result. The light bulb moment came to me when I was sitting with my daughter painting terrain. We had quality time together and we got some terrain painted as a result. In our working lives, we manage our time as we have to reach certain goals during the day. We have to finish our work. If we don't get rewarded, paid, or allowed to continue in employment. So why not apply the way of thinking to our hobby? So I did. We have all had that recurring phrase of cannot be arsed. Cannot be asked to paint, model, and sometimes even to game. Too many of these days, and we have lost a member of our happy, warring family. So how do we avoid this? Well, we all work, we all have family and muddle friends, some of us have young children, and we all have real life problems and trials on a daily basis. Hobbies are a form of escape. It's healthy for us as humans, and there is so much going on now. It's a damn good thing to escape the real world. A friend said I inspired him to do more with his hobby, with my hobby mantra. A nugget of what I thought was common thought. But I guess it's not. So what is it? What is this secret? Let me tell you. Do something when you can, every day. Make it a habit. This sounds impossible, doesn't it? Granted, sometimes it's just not possible. Real life likes to throw us curveballs in various shapes and sizes, and sometimes it is impossible. However, I bet most of the time the justification to not paint that model or even read some rules is just plain laziness. Think about it. No, I'm right. I do more in hobby now than I ever have, yet I have a lot less time. How is that possible? Dead simple. I do something to put towards my hobby each day. Some days I paint, some days I build, I read, I make an army list, or a million other little things, like organising my paint desk, cleaning up my brushes. It's all investing time. Granted, sometimes I don't do something every day, but I try my best to do. I always used to waste my time. I'd watch TV or play computer games. There's nothing wrong with that, but I've noticed I do a lot of that, less of that now. My time is otherwise invested. There's the word, invested. I lost the paint desk when my daughter was born. The space was needed for something more important then. Instead, my wife got me a GW paint station, and that takes 2 minutes to crack out, and I used to keep a small squad of guys in a box ready to paint. That was a great help, and I recommend it to anyone. Organisation is the key to time management. Once I built the bunker, I upped my game. I jump at the 20 to 30 minutes of time when my daughter decides to paint, or is showing an interest in something I'm doing, and we get to spend time together and have fun. Maybe when she's older, she'll want to do her own hobby with me, fingers crossed. So far, it seems to be working. We've established that time is valuable and investing time, so therefore you're adding value to your hobby. I amaze myself with what I can do in such a small amount of time now. In the past I've done a full Soviet army, made and painted for bolt action in just a few weeks, an American army for bolt action, Blood Angels, Imperial Fists, 30k Thousand Suns, loads of terrain, read rules, made lists, played games, and I've organised myself. Thanks, Robin. You've made your dad a better time manager and a better wargamer. So remember, do something when you can, every day. Make it a habit. Now back to Robin now, for the results of a good afternoon speed painting. Will a 7-year-old and a village idiot be able to crack out 40 plus miniatures in a single session? Spoiler? Yes. Right, Robin, what do you think of the new speed paints?
That we do 3 different colours.
Favorite colour, Robin?
Magic blue.
Magic blue. Do you like how quick it is to paint models with them? Is it easier than normal paint?
Yeah.
Would you use them again?
Yeah.
Did you have fun using them?
Yeah.
What's one thing you don't like about them?
I don't like if you didn't do a mistake and you accidentally touched the paint and that will rub off, and acrylic paints don't rub off.
Words of wisdom. Thank you, Robin.